So I've been using BlackBox for the last year, and I always have to look up a video on how to transfer files through the FTP on Filezilla. And so instead of always looking at that same video, I decided to make my own video. By the way, it's thunderstorming outside right now. I think it's a tornado watch. So maybe I could show you guys what I've uploaded to BlackBox and what's sold so far, which actually it's only been one clip, but whenever I first started BlackBox, I only uploaded 5 clips, and one of them sold pretty quickly within a couple months. And it only sold for $24, but I mean, it was a 5-second clip, and I only had 5 clips on BlackBox, so I feel like that's a good turnaround, just based on what I've seen from other YouTube users and other tutorial videos. So if we go to my submitted content, we can see what I've uploaded to BlackBox. And lately I've been uploading just clips that I shot in Hawaii because I mean, that place is gorgeous, so it seems like those could sell. Like for example, let's see, like I did a lot of drone shots at different beaches. So I've been uploading little clips like this, and they have a minimum of 5 seconds and a maximum of 1 minute. So I've been kind of cutting it around 20 seconds or so. So I could show you the clip that I actually did sell, and it was, like I said, $24. That was this clip right here. It was just me walking towards the mountains. I didn't show my face, so I didn't have to sign a release or anything. It was just my feet walking towards. So that sold for $24, which is a good way to make passive income. So the idea behind BlackBox is uploading all these clips, and eventually some will sell to companies that are trying to buy stock footage. I've been uploading a lot of camping shots, and then, so like for example, fire, I don't know, I'll just go through a couple of shots that I've uploaded. This was camping in the Grand Tetons. I always feel like drone shots would sell, but I feel like those are probably oversaturated. I feel like a lot of people are using drones to capture this kind of stock footage. So anyway, that's kind of a rundown of what I've uploaded so far. And if you go to my earnings, you can see I've made, it was $23.56, and they send it through PayPal. So that was kind of cool to just get that extra $20 just for a video clip that's sitting on BlackBox. So in the last couple of weeks, I've uploaded probably 20 to 30 clips, and now I'm at about 56 clips. So when I thought about making a tutorial video, I thought it'd be cool to feature a beer, just because I thought I'd be drinking some kind of local beer. And I decided to get the Lost Gold from Real Ale, which is in Blanco, so that's about, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes from here in New Braunfels. And it's a IPA, it's really good. One thing I like about Real Ale is they have on their caps, they'll have names of different Texas cities. So far I've had Corpus Christi, Arlington, McKinney, Waxahachie. So you got one coast city and 3 DFW cities, and then the second one I opened was New Braunfels, which is where I live right now. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, it's a little surprise. It's kind of like Lone Star and their little riddles. So what you want to do to upload your clips to BlackBox is download Filezilla, which will be in the description below. There'll be a link. All right, so once you have Filezilla open, you'll want to type in the host portal.blackbox.global as the host, and then username will be your username that you use with BlackBox, so your email address or whatever username. And then for your password, it's your BlackBox password. You'll hit quick connect. All right, so once that's connected, you'll want to open your Finder and go to where your clips are on your hard drive or computer. So I have my clips in this folder that I've made that I have marked any of the clips that I've uploaded already to BlackBox. So I make them blue. And then the ones that I haven't uploaded, which I exported from Premiere about 2 days ago, I have 6 clips, and I will upload those right now just to show you how it works. And so I select all 6 and I drag them down to this bottom folder. All right, so once you have them down here, you'll want to start the transfer of the queue. And they will start uploading to BlackBox. And this is about the time that you start drinking beer or whatever you want to do in your free time. So now that your files have transferred, you will disconnect. And you could even quit Filezilla if you wish. And I'm gonna go ahead and mark these blue. Would you look at that? And so now if you go to BlackBox, you'll start seeing your files that you just uploaded. So in my case, I uploaded these Hawaiian beach video clips. Here's one with the drone that I captured. Kind of generic B-roll for Rocky Beach. Who knows if anyone's gonna purchase these, but I feel like if you're already filming a lot of B-roll, might as well just upload it unless it's not good. So these are mediocre. I mean, like, it looks good, but I don't know why someone would use this, but you never know. So anyway. So I've uploaded those, and there's a final step though. You have to submit your files, but you can't submit them unless you fill out the description, the keywords, and the category. So I don't know exactly what other people are doing, but I've been uploading everything under nature, which I could also go under travel. Like, I don't really know what I should be doing, but the one that did sell was under nature. So I've been uploading under nature. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put all of these under nature. And please comment below if you think that I should be doing these under travel or I don't know, something else. Like I don't know what I should be doing. I'm pretty new to the black box revolution. All right, so what I've been doing is on my notes on my computer, I just start writing all of the information that I want to submit to all of these clips. And there is a way to do this with a certain type of file where it kind of keeps track of everything in a spreadsheet, but I have no idea how to do that. So I've been doing it the manual way. I would love to hear your input on that as well. So I'm going down here. I've already written out what I want to submit. So this was filmed at Cayena Point, which is the northwestern tip of Oahu. And so this is my description. So I'm gonna copy that and paste it in the description for each one. It says, Cayena Point is the northwesternmost tip of the Hawaiian island of Oahu, along a hiking trail with beautiful landscape views of the Pacific Ocean. The shore is rocky with scarce beaches and features a pillbox used as a military lookout long ago. This is kind of a random thing to say, or vague and like, I don't know. But it has keywords in there that I'm trying to use in case people are searching for this kind of thing. But honestly, I have no idea if this is the right way to do this. And then you go back to the tags and copy that and paste it into these. And you could submit 49 tags per clip. So I'm pasting it. So I've only tagged 34 different key words or phrases, but I kind of ran out of things to say. I don't really know. They're all kind of vague. They're all, I mean, I don't even know if someone's going to search for this, but this is kind of the learning process for me. Like I said, I've only sold one clip, so who knows if this will work or not. All right, so now on all 6 clips, I have the description, the tags, and the category. And I'm gonna scroll over here, and I guess I'm gonna save all these. I'm gonna save this, save that. So they're all saved. And now I have to submit them for them to actually begin the process of being sold to other companies. So I'll hit submit all. So I'm going to check all, which there's 6 of them, and I'm going to submit all of them. Oops. Okay, so I actually couldn't submit these because I made the description too long, so I'm deleting a lot of it. This was I kind of overdid it. I don't know, I was trying to just add as much as I could. So I could just say the shore is rocky with scarce beaches. And I'm gonna save this. Oh yeah, so actually it should be showing a submit button on the far right for each one, but because the description is too long, it's not showing, and that was the problem that I had. So you can see the error right here, and it probably showed before. You know, I've been drinking a little bit. Let's just say that. Sure, it's fucking with scarce beaches. So I'm gonna go through and change these real quick. It's skip ahead if you want. Okay, so I've made all the descriptions under the certain maximum characters. And now I'm going to submit all of them. So I select all, submit all, and it shows me what I'm about to submit. It says 6 of them. And I think I have to select all of them. Let's try it. Yep. You gotta do that. And then submit. So it runs through all the quality standards that it wants you to follow as far as just making the clips look really good. And I mean, there's so many elements that you have to follow. Frame rate, focus, like steady shots, the duration. There's a lot of different things, so just make sure that, excuse me, you're following everything. So I'm gonna confirm it. Excuse me. So now that I've done that, I just clicked on submitted content, and you could see the clips that I just uploaded. So here's one. And it'll show me the status. So it's pending review. So if I remember correctly, I think it goes from pending review, and after a couple days it'll go to ready, which means they're kind of looking at the footage, making sure it's viable, making sure it's quality, and then eventually it'll say online if it passes everything. Now if you have like people in your footage or something like that and you don't have a release uploaded, it might say rejected, and you'll have to, well, figure out why it was rejected and then resubmit it or just delete it. So you got the 6 that are pending review, and then my previously uploaded ones that are currently online. All right, so now that I've showed you about BlackBox on their website and everything, I think I'm gonna show you what I've been exporting my files from Premiere in. And this is really just for me to be able to remember what settings I have. I have presets, but I mean, in case I have to start over for whatever reason. I've looked at various YouTubers, and this is kind of what people are doing with BlackBox. Oh yeah, and so as this is loading, I opened this last beer from the Lost Gold 6-pack, and the final city is Wimberley, so that's pretty neat. It's relatively close to here. Okay, so here's my project file in Premiere. I've been pulling clips, so just taking the highlights from different areas in Hawaii. So Kaena Point, which is the one that I just uploaded to BlackBox. I only use my drone footage and my Sony A7 III footage. And so I've been going through, and all these green clips that are marked right here are ones I've already looked through for viable footage for BlackBox. But I've also pulled stuff for my own personal videos, which usually features humans. So like I haven't done anything with model releases yet. So anything that has a human in it, I still set aside if it's a good shot. Like this. But I haven't been uploading those to BlackBox. I've just been using anything that doesn't have people in it, just more B-roll type stuff. So anyway, and eventually I will upload this stuff once I figure out how to do the model releases and upload it to BlackBox, because a lot of my friends are in the footage I capture, so I might as well just get releases from them and start uploading all of that. Alright, so let's look at the settings that I export to. So I'll take this shot that I already uploaded. And what I normally do is use the endpoint on Premiere and then go to the last frame. But I actually even go back one and do the out point, so it only captures this clip right here, and export it. And you'll select the folder. I'm not gonna actually export this because I already have, but you'll select the folder that you want, and I'll select my preset BlackBox. And let's go through what I've selected, because I've looked at other YouTubers and I have figured out like what works best with BlackBox. So you want to uncheck export audio. And actually BlackBox suggests that. And you'll do, so I've been only doing HD, so 1920 by 1080. 23.976 frames per second. Aspect ratio, square pixels, NTSC. Check this box, render at maximum depth. Encoding settings, I've been doing software encoding. Profiles main, level 4.2. And actually I don't really have explanations for this. This is just based on other people and it's a little too technical for me, but I've watched enough videos that I know this is what people do, and I'm glad they do that. And I'm glad that they know what they're doing and they suggest that. So we'll do a VBR 2-pass at the target bitrate is 35 and the maximum bitrate is 40. And then the last thing you want to do is use the maximum render quality. And that's it. One other tip that I have is I always hit Q and it'll open in the media encoder. Because I've had a lot of problems where if I hit export, it'll start exporting it, and it's very possible that Premiere will crash during the export. So I always hit Q, and I've never had it crash. And also you could queue multiple clips for BlackBox or multiple projects. It's a great tool to have. It might take a little longer, but I think it's worth it. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the BlackBox tutorial. I've never made a tutorial, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I tried to make it a little more interesting with, if you're into beer or craft beer, maybe you'll get something out of it. So yeah, if everything works right with this tutorial video, we'll make more. Like I said, please comment below if you have any questions, or even if you just want to troll or like kind of talk shit about what we're showing you. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts. I would like to improve on these videos, so yeah, just give us your feedback and we'll go from there.